Shalom and good afternoon, Boaz here. Wanted to do a video talking about, again, something very important, and that is mentorship. I'm in the process now of a first of a 2-year apprenticeship program where I'm learning how to build, and I'm working under someone that is taking me under their wing and is being patient and taking the time and energy to teach me concrete foundations, to teach me metal roofing, to teach me post wood frames, to teach me how to set doors and do the garage doors and do A-frame buildings and how to build, how to do construction. And, you know, it's a blessing. And what I wanted to tell you younger folks out there is that this is why it's so important to have mentorship, because a lot of people, like myself, I grew up in foster care. I grew up not in the typical home where a lot of people, they grew up with their mothers and their fathers, and that's great. I think that it's such a blessing for a person to grow up in a family where they have their mother and their father there. But unfortunately, in the society that we live in, and as well the time that I grew up in the late 70s, early 80s, the crack epidemic was horrendous, and it hit the African American community, as it did many others, but it hit the ghettos, it hit the projects like a firestorm, and everybody was on it. And so, to make a long story short, I wanted to, foster care. And fortunately for me, I had people that were in my life throughout a very young age that looked at me and said, you know what, you're a special child. I'm going to take the time to invest in you, invest in your character, to invest in your personal development, because we see something special in you. And it is such an honor to be able to stand here today and stand strong, stand very strong in this world, in spite of all of the challenges that I had in my youth. I am a direct culmination of accomplishment, men of ambition, men of talent that made something of themselves in their life. And it's amazing. You look 20 years into the future at me now, and even earlier. If I was imagined to go back to some of these men, and I know some of these men to this day, and I would turn out to be a loser, do you think they would be heartbroken for them to spend all of their time, effort, and energy and money and resources to sit down to teach me something, and I squandered it all away? I am a direct result of men like Greg McCants, African-American man. I'm a direct result of a man named Timothy P. Whalen, who was an Irishman and as well as an accomplished lawyer. I'm a direct result of Alfred B. Curtis Jr., who was a Nigerian man and also became department head for the Department of Youth Services Commissioner. I am a culmination of a man named Vincent Bertoloni, an Italian man that was chief financial officer of a corporation, a small minerals and metals trading corporation, and that took the time out to help me to get funds out of the company coffers, even though they didn't have a program to do tuition reimbursement, as I went to school and put myself to school at night and I worked during the day. I'm a direct result of Benjamin F. Chavis Jr., that was once chairman of the or president of the NAACP. I'm a culmination of these men that took the time, energy, and effort to teach me how to navigate in this world, that saw something special in me and said, hey, listen here, you want to go a different path. Who else am I missing? These are the men. Alan Relkin, a man that was a CFO of a company that hired me and saw something special in me, and an Ashkenazi Jew that saw something special in me and said, you know what, I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to teach you something about this business world. I'm going to teach you how to navigate this thing because I see something special in you. You see? Italians, Nigerians, Jews, African Americans, Irish. These are men throughout my life that has had an awesome impact on my personal development. And I'm a culmination of the counsel, the love, the direction, the honor, and the respect that they've shown me and that they've invested in me. And now, if you think that these people would see me today, do you think that they would be, say, thy good and thy faithful young man that, you didn't squander your life away? So you too out there, you younger men, if you have somebody that is going to teach you a better way of life, to teach you how to become a strong man, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of men that are growing up today, even more so from yesteryear, without fathers, without any kind of guidance and direction. And if you get up under the wrong man, wow, is he going to abuse you and use you and exploit you? But if you get up under the right man, because see, I saw a post that just really stirred a passion inside of me. It said that, a leader does not, something to the effect that a real leader develops leaders. See, I was under leaders. And so therefore, they're teaching me how to be a leader of my home, a leader of men. And one of the biggest things they always say is that you want to lead, first learn how to serve. First learn how to serve people. And then you will become great, not just serve yourself. And it is so important that leaders develop leaders, because this is what we're lacking, especially in Israel. We're lacking men that have the ability to develop leaders, true leaders. We lack men of integrity. Just because somebody has a title, that does not mean that they're an effective leader or a good leader, because by their fruit you shall know them. Leaders develop leaders, okay? Because we're not going to get through what we're going through, what we're about to happen in this country with simps, wimps, and pimps. It's just not going to happen. So it is important that you invest in yourself and have a certain sense of dignity and pride about yourself, because then others will be drawn to you and try and help you and assist you in your dreams, goals, and aspirations. You can't be a lazy, slothful person. You can't be lethargic. You can't be apathetic. You cannot be complacent. You have to be a go-getter. Very, very important for you to understand these concepts if you're going to make anything of yourself in life. Because it says over and over again, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. But you have a lot of people that will turn you into a simp and a heartbeat, that will turn you into a person that just don't have no backbone. And it's sad to see a man that's castrated. I tell you, I can go on and on, but got to get after it. And I'll be talking a little bit more about this, but for now, just stay blessed. Shalom.